Hey everyone, welcome to another video from Puro Chick. I'm taking advantage of this outfit I wore to Fashion Week to talk to you a bit more about it, but I'm not going to talk about Fashion Week itself. I'm going to talk about something everyone is wearing, something that showed up a lot, low-rise waistlines, but I'll explain how. Roll the intro, guys. Hi, I'm Sabio Lacassin, and you're on the PR Chick channel. Go ahead and subscribe now, please. I'm asking because you guys aren't subscribing, and this channel just isn't growing, girl. Today we're going to talk about low-rise waistlines, but don't turn your nose up just yet, because I've got something to tell you. Real, true, low-rise waistlines, they're already back. They're already back, they're already back, they're already back. There's no point in denying it. And they're not going away. I've seen it. I can see it getting closer and closer, even in my own house. But I'm gonna tell you what kind of low-rise waist I think looks good on you in case you wanna try out a low-rise, okay? It's not that 10 centimeter zipper, that super tight fit. What I think about low-rise waistlines, in short, this kind of low-rise, which actually showed up a lot at Fashion Weeks, is a looser, more relaxed pair of pants. And then it naturally sits lower, giving the impression that it's oversized. Period. That's what I think about low-rise waistlines. The rise is high. The rise, as we call it, right? That height there. It's high, but it's slouchy. It's not tight, which gives a different impression of a low-rise waist. And it sits right on the bone. That little bone, guys, at your waist is called the iliac crest. Yes. And that bone is the absolute lowest point where you can have your waistline, you know? You can do whatever you want, whenever you want, however you want, but that's a good limit to keep things looking nice. What we're seeing a lot now, and I'll tell you, I've worn it myself, is this. Two things we saw at Mimu, for example, that they did, and now everyone is doing again. That visible underwear waistband, that elastic from panties or boxers showing. Boxers, in the case of the guys. Panties, but there are a lot of girls wearing boxers too, just because of the waistband. Showing above the pants, making them sit lower. So it looks like they're falling down, but they're not. They're low, but you can see a bit of the underwear. And another thing, like this girl here is wearing, is a little chain around the waist. It's back, guys. I wore that in 1999. And I have that little chain around my waist. Mine was really thin, kind of like this one I'm wearing on my neck, but a little bit thinner, and I wore it around my waist. So when I went sunbathing on the French Riviera, all you could see, thank goodness Instagram didn't exist back then, right? I would go with a scarf on my head, super chic. A scarf like this, usually matching the bikini. I remember I had, if I find the photo, I'll put it here, but I had a brown Louis Vuitton bikini, all checkered, really tiny. I would wear the scarf, which was one I loved, pink with brown. See how everything is coming back? Fendi did that vintage pink with brown. I would tie it here in my hair and wear that little chain around my waist. Look how bold she was. Everyone's wearing it again. Understand that here, it's below the iliac crest bone and it looks bad. I don't like it. There's always a top over it, and what I notice with the girls is it's more fitted, shorter, and with low-rise pants. And I'll tell you, I bought 2 pairs of those pants in New York with really thin, super soft denim, and they look gorgeous, guys. Not to brag or anything, but they looked amazing. I loved wearing them. It's like a slouchy boyfriend style, almost falling down with a t-shirt and a fancier top over it. It looks amazing. But for example, what I don't like, the waistband of her pants is high and it's sagging. But then I don't like that at the bottom, for example. It's that really baggy denim with a lot of extra fabric. But then for the shoes, I think it needs to be something more delicate. I tried it on and I thought it looked better that way. Take advantage of these pointy toe flats that are coming back, or pointy toe shoes, and pair them with the wider, slouchier pant leg. I think that's super pretty too, exactly like this girl here. These show-stopping jeans. She's wearing a super chic top, and the jeans underneath, they're really loose like this, with those pointy toe flats. Do you kind of get what I mean? This is it, guys. It's wonderful. The pants, I was just in New York recently. You saw the Ramoa video here, and the pants there in this style with really wide legs, like wide palazzo pants, kind of sitting low on the waist. That's the kind of pants everyone is wearing over there. And cargo pants too, which are the jeans with side pockets. Like this girl here, but not with such a tiny top, right guys? You know, wear whatever you want, whenever you feel like it. But I like exactly how she's dressed. I just wouldn't be so exposed underneath. I think at this point I'd want to cover up a little more, but the rest is incredibly amazing. So the oversized blazer is still in, the baggy pants are still in, but worn low, and the top can be a tank, something low cut, a more fitted button-up shirt, whatever you want, but I think it looks really nice. I see this all the time, guys. It's not gonna disappear from the streets anytime soon. This kind of suit with the slouchier pants, which is, it sits just below the belly button. You also don't need to have the top super short, but this is what we see all the time. Girls wearing sneakers with oversized suits. Now, where do you buy it, right, Fabiola? Well, girl, I don't know, because I saw it at Zara once, a long time ago. They made it with a really thin fabric and made it really baggy, but it's actually hard to find. Abroad, there's the Frank that makes really oversized stuff. Really, like huge. Well, if you could find the set, and it's hard here in Brazil for someone to make that higher waistband and leave it loose so it hangs down. Here, there's this obsession with tight-fitting clothes, which I've already told you about, and we really need to stop with that. So this is much more elegant. Then you can wear it with sneakers, you can wear it with heels, you can wear it with whatever you want, and you can do 1,000 things with a blazer like this in all kinds of situations. With a suit like this. Another beautiful one here with a super high waistband. Guys, this little Prada set she's wearing with this little jacket, notice there are no pockets at all. Just a little pocket here, the Prada logo here. They released exactly this jacket, but in leather. I almost died. The leather is so smooth, black, absolutely gorgeous. But look here, she's wearing a little tank top and all that. I don't like having my stomach showing, but there are people who love it. Understand that everything is looser. It doesn't have to be tight. That's what's cool about it. At least that's what I think, right? Here we're showing her who has these amazingly long legs, right? But for example, if I were wearing pumps underneath, I would totally wear this little outfit here, no problem. So she's got the shirt on the outside, more masculine, and underneath she's wearing this tank top and a bra to give it a more sensual vibe. So like she's playing with both feminine and masculine elements here. For those who don't like just wearing a shirt, there are also 2 belts, which are really popular over there too. If I were more basic or shorter in this case, I would go with heels. Otherwise, she's wearing flats here for sure, because she doesn't need heels in this case. Here she is from the front, just so you can see what I'm talking about. This is the kind of low waist I'm referring to. It's good for you to create this reference. It's good for you to develop this eye, to really pay attention, because little by little, we start to get used to it, And then you stop wearing those tight, low-rise things that cling to your body and don't flatter your figure at all. Then we squeeze right at the waist, which is exactly where we tend to accumulate a little fat, and it ends up dividing and looking just lovely, So what's the point? Let's keep everything loose. Let's keep it relaxed, you know what I mean? Your body takes its shape, your body stays as it is. It doesn't have to fit into something smaller and get all awkward. It moves fluidly inside those clothes. Great. Like I say about swimsuits, when I mention that I'm a little overweight or my stomach is a bit bloated, man, if I put on a swimsuit, everything just gathers around my belly. There's no way. I'd have to be a lot thinner to wear a swimsuit the way I want to. So I prefer to wear a bikini because everything spreads out. It gets divided between the front, the back, and so on. Oh, but you're skinny. What are you complaining about? But I also have fat in places I don't like, just like anyone else. Everyone has something, so I want to complain too, okay? It's my right. So that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Kisses. Bye.